fucking deal.
Yeah.
I didn't put this in the window.
Well,
I didn't add us.
all right, well,
So we're live on. There's Facebook just went on my phone.
okay. Let's see if I got one for.
What?
3 minutes.
God damn. Oh, excuse me. I think I've been drinking alcohol or something.
Yeah, we might just be all interacting with the chat tonight.
There would be no interaction. There's no chat.
My point.
We'd be just interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so let's see.
Move the microphone a little bit closer. Move the microphone. Yeah, just fuck around with it. So this will be great on the audio. Me moving the microphone around.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It looks like we are live.
You guys on YouTube?
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube?
YouTube.
You guys on YouTube?
Yep, I've got a YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
Okay, so we're on YouTube.
Yep, we're on YouTube.
All right, well, hell, let's get with the 30-minute countdown and we'll get this show on the road.
All right, sounds good to me.
Sounds like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, as soon as I find where the button's at again. Ah, there it is. All right.
They want to pop up in the chat.
Welcome to Use and Abuse. I'm Scott.
And I'm Kim.
And this is episode 112.
Yes.
And as far as the audio audience goes, they're actually caught up. Talk about an audio dump over the whole weekend.
No kidding.
Wow, it's way behind.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap. Oh, it's good you're not up to live. All right, there we go. There we go.
Hey, now I'm live.
Well, anyways, I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
And like I said, this is episode 112. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about the PJ1 traction control.
Morning, guys. Morning, Cal.
Morning, Kel.
Yeah, that's not a very nice subject for me to be talking about.
Right. So Kel, you got the right coffee mug this morning? So I guess the old Forge thing would be the best part of waking up is with Scott and Kim on your screen?
Yeah, sure.
Don't. Anyways, so like I said, yes, we are doing PJ1 traction compound. Kim's favorite subject.
No, Kim's not so favorite subject.
Seems to be. So anyways, before we do that, let's go ahead and take care of...
housekeeping.
Okay, we'll take care of the housekeeping. She wants to do housekeeping. So let's make sure we're in the right spot here. Is that the right one? That's the right one. So are we ready to start doing some housekeeping?
I am.
All right. Since we're not doing any dick jokes today. Really? Really?
Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah. Thank you to all our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Della Snooch Silsky, Brady Big Lovin', and Hannah, Mikey, Brinley, and Case.
Who the fuck is going around at 2 o'clock in the morning? The last fucking vehicle.
I was wondering the same thing.
Son of a bitch. If you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com, search in the creative bar, Used and Abused Pod.
Check out our pod family, the Sidebar Cantina, the Escape Pod, Swede Studios, Big Swede's Excellent Adventure, and Tactical Swede. And
also, you can go to Red 5 Network and you'll find the Sidebar Cantina and the Escape Pod, and plus a bunch of other podcasts that you may end up liking. Go check out our Red 5 Network. They're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Plus, you can just type, I think it's red5network.com, or just type it in your Google bar and you'll be able to find some really cool friggin' podcasts.
And that person just won't go park his car.
See, look, I just did it without even hitting the button
Yes,
down.
you did.
My bad.
Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, click subscribe. Then click the bell to be notified when we go live. and upload new videos, which hopefully will be here in the future. We'll be uploading new videos.
Depends on COVID.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In the future. I'm not saying how far in the future.
I mean, I could have made one tonight, and I didn't. When I opened up this afternoon, when I opened up a package we got in the mail.
Yeah, that's
So we'll talk about that later tonight.
We'll talk about it later tonight on our other podcast.
You can find Used and Views on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr.
Our email is usedandabusedpod@gmail.com and is spelled out AND.
And our website is usedabusedpod.com. It's all lowercase. There you can find links to all of our episodes, link to our YouTube videos, link to our merch store, link to our Patreon under donate, and you can also leave us a message. Plus, I think you include your email address. You can also, I think they sign. I need to do this. I need to do this with one of my other multiple email accounts I have.
Yes.
Subscribe to it just so I know what the hell happens when you get it.
Yeah.
I've not really checked it out to see what it does, but also click subscribe to be notified I'm hoping by email when new audio only episodes are available.
Go to tpublic.com and search for used abused pod for our merch store.
I didn't think it was that hard to say.
There are t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, face masks, onesies, coffee mugs, and etc. So basically, anything you want to find, you can most likely find it there.
Yep. And so far in the chat this morning, we do have Kelly. I want to welcome Kelly to the show.
Yes.
And, well, let's go ahead and, I guess, how's your week been?
Busy.
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
That sounded interesting.
Yeah, it did.
I hope it wasn't a gunshot.
No, it wasn't either.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
2:00 in the fucking morning. Actually, it sounded like a fucking firework.
I know. They're not. I didn't think they were supposed to be lighting them up.
They're not. It's illegal now, but, people don't fucking care.
No, they don't.
Anyways, so we can...
Yes.
Now we got derailed by a friggin' big loud sound. I'm sure it didn't come across the podcast, so us talking about ain't gonna mean shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, what the hell were we talking about?
My week, which has been very, very busy.
Right, but you had a good day though, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You had a great day off?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah? Did you have a great day off on Sunday?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah? Why? What happened that day? Anything important?
Yeah, it was our 7-year anniversary.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was 7. We got over the 7th hump.
Yes, we did.
But then we went out to eat at the Boys.
Yep.
Restaurant here in Yuma.
And ended up with coming home with a lot of food.
Yeah, pizza, spaghetti, salad.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Yep, nice restaurant that we have here locally.
Uh-huh.
Also, want to just real quick, I also a little bit. I did see the Sidebar Cantina show today or yesterday. I want to just kind of shout out and happy anniversary to Kristen and Jason.
Oh yeah,
they celebrated their anniversary over the weekend, from what I understand.
Okay.
And Kel. And there's Tom from Sun Valley, Idaho.
Yes.
Thank you, Kel. And yeah, crazy. And doesn't somebody else have an anniversary?
I don't know.
Swear to God, I read something else that had it. Anniversary.
I don't know.
Not later. Shit, I can't. My
Yeah.
brain just went bad. Anyways, so again, like we stated, we're talking about the PJ1 today, the main topic of the show. We know how Ken feels about traction control.
Yes, we do know that.
So this will be really interesting because we do have some insights to get into on the way it kind of came across, it started, and from there onward. But before we do that, we want to get into a little bit of racing news. And I just want to start off with Formula One news, and that is Saudi Arabia eyes early 2022 slot on F1 calendar. The inaugural Saudi Arabia Grand Prix will be the penultimate round this year, taking place on the 5th of December, 1 week before the final in Abu Dhabi. But despite its positioning for its first event, the promoter of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and chairman of the Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation, Prince Khalid bin Sultan Al Faisal, sorry if I mispronounced that, says that the preference for 2022 is to be nearer the front end. And I quote, for us as a promoter, we prefer not to be the last races. He's, end quote, he said, with ticket sales for this year's Saudi race having just been released to the public. Quote again, teams can do good really in the first race, and then the other races have come not so, end quote, interested as promoter. So Saudi, which we're going to race that race again the first time, we're going to race Saudi the first time this year in December.
Yes.
Interested, they want an earlier slot on the calendar.
Yeah.
You got any comment on that, Kim?
Yeah, it's kind of like they want to compete with the Australia Grand Prix to have theirs first.
No, it's either that or what's the second race of the season? Because normally we go to Australia first.
Yeah, but last 2 years we haven't been able to.
Right. Well, I know, but normal seasons we go to Australia, and then we do Bahrain.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, in my opinion, either you take Bahrain out of the mix.
I agree.
And move them down to the end of the season.
Yes.
So that way we go Bahrain, Saudi, or we go Saudi, Bahrain, and then Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Or we take those last two and we don't finish in Abu Dhabi and we move them to right after Australia.
Yeah.
But then again, we're going to go in December. I mean, you can go to you could put Austin on the list.
Okay.
And you could probably finish off at Mexico City.
Yeah, I could.
But or do you go Mexico City first and then finish in Austin?
You could do you could do that way too.
Right.
Says she's having Wi-Fi issues. Hill's having Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. We speaking of, let's pump the brakes there for a minute.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wi-Fi, got a deal the other day, an email from our internet provider, bringing up whether or not are they up their speeds. We could up our speeds up to around 400 megabytes per second.
Yes.
And so it was only extra $20 because of the fact that, we all know Kim works from home. Plus we have, everything's on the internet nowadays anyway. So we decided to up our internet. And then of course we just got the new modem and router in. So I'll have to connect those up after today's episode.
Yes.
Before this evening's episode.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be great. So hopefully you got all your Wi-Fi issues out of the way.
Hopefully.
And then just a couple other headlines. Mercedes brace for bruised Red Bull fight back in Hungary.
Okay.
Well, you figured out what happened last race,
Yeah.
And again, and that's the great thing is this weekend we do have a race on.
Yes,
we are the
Hungarian Grand Prix.
Right, at the Hungaroring.
Yeah.
And then Total Wolf feels responsibility to ensure Valtteri Bottas has a good F1 future. I
still say what I always say.
Well, let's talk a little bit about silly season for F1. They don't really call it silly season like we do in NASCAR, but when it boils down to it, you look at these last two seasons, Valtteri Bottas has not even been close to Lewis.
Oh, I know he hasn't.
So as far as Mercedes goes winning the world championship, they need somebody who's going to be right there with Lewis all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, obviously you have a DNF here and there because of a part breaking or whatnot, or you getting in an accident, kind of like what happened with Max, where him and Lewis just tapped wheels and unfortunately Max broke,
Yeah.
Other than that, you really want, just like Red Bull wants somebody to be right behind Max all the time.
Yeah, and normally Sergio is.
Yeah, so the problem is Sergio's still having an issue in qualifying where he's got to make up a lot in the race.
Yeah, but he seems to do pretty good.
No, I know.
Unlike the other driver before Sergio,
Which one?
Albon.
How about both?
Yeah, how about both? Who did?
Gasly's turned it around back down in AlphaTauri.
Yeah,
or is it Tari?
AlphaTauri.
Motherfucker.
It's AlphaTauri.
I'm gonna say AlphaTauri the rest of my life. You know that, right?
I know, but yeah, it's AlphaTauri. Yeah, the last two drivers Red Bull has been not too good drivers. It's been they finished in the lower half between 16 and 20, and Max was
with no points
with no points because you only get points 1 through 10.
Right here in F1.
In F1, so basically Max was carrying the points for the team with no help, and so they moved Gasly back down to AlphaTauri, let Albon go, put Sergio in the seat.
You just said Tari.
AlphaTauri, yeah.
Oh, it is Tari.
Yeah, AlphaTauri. Moved Gasly back to AlphaTauri, let Albon go and put Sergio in the seat. And Sergio...
Why don't we let him go? I mean, Albon's just behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's doing all their test driving.
I think so.
But anyways, I mean, honestly, if it was me, if I was Mercedes, I would definitely bring up George Russell from Williams.
I would,
because he is a Mercedes. He is under a contract Mercedes driver.
He proved he could drive a Mercedes last year
when he filled in for Lewis when Lewis got COVID.
Yeah, and they fucked up the pit stop.
Oh God, they fucked that pit stop all up. But we were talking racing back then. And then, honestly, for a replacement for Lewis Hamilton when he does finally go on, I say you gotta go Lance, or not Lance. Oh my God,
Norris.
Lando Norris.
Yeah, Lando Norris. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and I
think if you did that, I mean, Mercedes would not only corner the market on the British crowd.
Yeah.
Because both those guys are Brits, right along with Lewis. That they would. Yeah. They become Mercedes is a German company. Mm-hmm. They would love Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, I also a little bit more just to kind of do a sidebar or
pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes on this. I was reading something else, just scrolling through these news feeds, and Lando's Lando. Well, I call it a fan favorite for F1.
Oh, yeah. Him and George both fan favorites.
Yeah, him and George. Yeah, him are fan favorites for F1 drivers. So
okay, is that all you had?
Yeah, I was just wondering why it was just barely coming to light when everybody that has followed F1 kind of figured it out before.
Well, that's because Autosport wants to take their time and then come up with a shocking story. They think a shocking story when everybody's pretty well been talking about already.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one last thing is Fernando Alonso feels like 25 ahead of turning 40 during Hungary F1 round.
Oh, wow.
Feels like he's 25 again.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he'll feel like he's 25 until he hits the wall and has to wake up with all that friggin' pain.
Exactly. And then this, just to kind of do a little oversight, the Hungarian Grand Prix, the Hungaroring, will be the last F1 race for at least 3 weeks.
And just one little bit of news. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Red Bull estimated damage to Max Verstappen's car from the Hamilton collision will cost him $1.8 million.
Whoa!
Yep. So that destroyed of the car is $1.8 million.
Whoa!
Yep. Maybe Red Bull needs to get a laser.
Yeah.
You just got that look going. I know where the hell you're going with this.
I don't.
Sorry, Austin Powers.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood.
All right, let's get over to NASCAR.
Okay.
So NASCAR, and the reason why, okay, first of all, normally we put this stuff on notes, and we have the notepad up on the computer. Well,
neither one of us did it.
Well, with the anniversary and stuff, we just kind of
spaced it.
Then we watched a little bit of Olympics here and there.
Yes, we have.
We'll talk about the little bit we have watched, which is women's gymnastics.
That's the only event.
Oh no, we watched women's softball.
Yeah, we watched a little bit of women's.
That's only 2 sports I've even watched.
Yeah, we haven't watched anything else.
Nope. And speaking of Team USA women's, they'll be going here in about an hour and 23 minutes.
Yeah,
for the team finals. So We'll be going against all the teams for the gold. Colt 45. So anyways, will NASCAR fans, this is on jski.com.
Okay.
So it says, will NASCAR fans have to pay to watch some races in the next TV deal?
Okay.
The NTT IndyCar Series and NBC Sports announced a multi-year contract extension last week that will expand the sport's footprint across the media landscape. Under the deal, NBC will continue to broadcast races, qualifying practices, and Indy light races across its linear, digital, and streaming platforms, including its new streaming service, Peacock. NASCAR's TV deal with Fox and NBC runs through 2024. John Miller was asked about the possibility that when the new NASCAR deal is negotiated, some of the races might be on the Peacock subscription service. Miller pointed out that the $4.99 a month or $5 a month fee for the service delivers much more than just a couple of races. And I quote, "They are not paying to see a couple of races. They are buying a subscription to Peacock, which gives you not just racing, but also gives you an enormous amount of other programming. I believe at last count, Peacock has over 18,000 hours of programming, other entertainment, sports, and news. So that's what you pay $4.99 a month for on Peacock. And you get all of that and all that product," end quote. And that was John Miller. Thus, the possibility that NASCAR fans might have to subscribe to the service to watch a few NASCAR races after 2024 is a very real possibility. And I quote, "That may be down the road. We haven't gotten into that yet because our deal is not up for several more years with them. I would assume and have every reason to think that they will want to be part of the NBC Sports family that are all existing on Peacock," end quote, said Miller.
I think it'd be a good idea because I mean, if you got subscriber, let me finish, and then I'll let you go. If you subscribe to it, not only is it a good price, but you also get I call it one of the best programming, including Lost Speedways with Dale Earnhardt Jr., where he goes over the speedways and the history of them.
Right. I mean, I think it's where we're headed. I mean, F1 has its own TV package.
Yeah, they do.
That's the reason why NBC Sports didn't renew their TV package with F1 a couple of years ago, because they thought F1 TV was going to go head to head with them. Unfortunately, F1 really dropped the ball with F1 TV.
Yeah, they did.
So as far as that goes, I think they could have easily been a part of F1. It wouldn't have mattered because a lot of people will still tune into the NBC Sports footage.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I use more of the F1 channel stuff after the race.
Oh yeah.
After the race is over, and I go back because you can go back and you can watch in-car cameras for the whole race.
Yeah, you can.
And so if there's something that happened, I want to see, like I haven't done it with the British Grand Prix, but where I could have gone back and watched Lewis and Max's cameras and listen to their team radio at that time too.
Yeah.
So streaming is where we're going.
It is. It's where everything's heading.
Right. So as far as NASCAR fans got to think now, we lost in early 2000s. We lost when they brought on Fox and NBC. Uh-huh. We lost a lot of NASCAR being on your local network channels that are over over the air type stuff, because they started, Fox started sending stuff to FX, especially like the Busch series at the time, which is now the Xfinity series. NBC would put stuff on TNT, and so it wasn't like it was all on regular network programming.
Okay.
It never has been, because NBC is not going to, they're not going to go bump Sunday Night Football for a damn NASCAR race that's, running late because of water.
Yeah.
No, it's on me. Probably not. No, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll listen later. I'm really excited to hear this one. Night, Tom. We'll see you later this evening when we do the Six-Pack movie.
Yes.
But so we have it. It's not like NASCAR fans of all of a sudden got to change what they're doing.
No, they're just gonna have to. They're just gonna have to suck it up and not be like a lot of these other people. And
I'll just get the friggin'. Honestly, I'd rather have it on streaming. Sorry.
And not want to go into the future. Not want to go to streaming because everything is going that way.
Honestly, what I think. I don't mean to cut you off, but what I think really what NASCAR really needs to do, they need to take this page out of F1.
They do.
They need to come up with their own
they do.
TV package, their own streaming service where if we wanted to watch that instead. You're still getting the broadcast coverage, but instead of the commercial breaks, we stay live. You stay live, or you can watch the live in-car cameras. I mean, right now they do a live in-car camera on YouTube.
Yeah.
Every week they do one. They pick one driver and they show the whole race from that driver's POV.
Providing your driver ends up finishing the race. And
hey, he finished the damn race. So
he did finish the race, but he finished 12th, which is good for the shit NASCAR pulled.
Right. And like, as I hit my microphone, like Kel says, they've been streaming now too for the past 3 months.
Yeah.
We have done it here and there throughout the last few years.
Yeah, we have.
Where we've done straight streaming. And that was in the early days. We for a while we did the PlayStation Network.
Yes, we did.
When they had the TV package they had. Mm-hmm. We ran that for a while, which was really, really good.
It was.
We got a lot of channels off that. And then I know we tried Sling for a while.
Mm-hmm. And we
did DirecTVs
for a while
until AT&T bought them out and shut that down.
Yeah.
We've done Hulu.
Yeah, we've done Hulu.
We've done YouTube TV.
Yes, we have.
So I mean, we tried them all. A lot of them just. Some are really cool. Like, gosh, I want to say, well, definitely DirecTV one was really cool.
Yeah, it was
because we could watch all the East Coast.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't like on local network. If it wasn't on network, we could watch all the East Coast feeds.
Yeah, we could.
Like when Live PD would come on, we would watch the East Coast feed and be able to interact on Twitter live with the show.
Yeah,
but yeah, it got pulled.
Yeah, and I don't think it was fair that it did.
Okay, well, we're not here talking about that. But yeah, I like seeing that little ranch on Kelly.
I do.
When you look at the YouTube chat. Because she's a moderator.
Yes, she is. You just
right, exactly.
TV enough to justify it. Yeah.
And really, Kel, the thing is we probably don't either to really justify. I mean, the only time I watch the TV we watch is racing.
Well, yeah.
And we do watch a little football here and there.
But then there's me who turns on Discovery Plus.
Right. Kim's all about Discovery Plus, and it's probably about season 8 into 30-minute cooking shows.
Season 5.
Oh, sorry, season 5 of the 30-minute cooking shows with Rachel Ray.
Hey, that's not all I watch on there.
Well, no, we were supposed to be watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Yeah, we were also supposed to watch how it's made.
Yeah, watch all the seasons of that. But I mean, I actually enjoy streaming. I really do. I think that's the obviously it's the thing of the future. And you're going to be dealing with a lot more here soon.
Yeah, you.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, well, they used to have a show that was on cooking. No, on Food Network, right?
It was on Food Network, and it was called Laura in the Kitchen.
Laura in the Kitchen, and now she's has her own YouTube channel.
She does.
Isn't it called Laura in the Kitchen?
It is called Laura in the Kitchen,
which is ironic because it's also the same. Because her husband is Joe Did It, who's the
chicken channel.
One chicken channel we follow. That's the chicken channel in New Jersey we follow.
Yep, and then we also follow one in
M&J's Happy Hens is in Ohio.
Yep.
So we follow. Obviously,
we follow chicken channel.
It all started because of the pandemic.
It did.
And the thing is, for me, the pandemic was like it really messed me up for a while because I didn't want to do the show no more.
I know.
And it wasn't because I didn't want. I missed doing it. It was just like I couldn't bring myself to be happy.
No, I know.
Happy. Because I just saw like the world, the world around you was just freaking crashing.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the thing is I always thought because of being a Gen Xer and we were the latchkey kid, we dealt with mom and dad not being home.
Oh, yeah.
Coming home from school, doing our own devices, whether or not it was watching Radio 1990 on USA for those of us who didn't have MTV, to whatever. I realized that, holy crap, in my adult years, I'd actually gone out more than I thought I had until the pandemic hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then when the pandemic hit, it was like, oh, I go out more often than I thought I did.
Well, yeah, even shortly after, even since we've been down here, before the pandemic hit, we would always go at least go for a walk somewhere.
Right, go for walks or even try to attempt to go over. and golf, but then
Yeah.
I gotta get back into shape to do that really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll hit a couple other news items here on from jski.com that's about NASCAR.
Because I says the podcast, the pandemic really opened me up to the podcast.
Yeah,
I found calm by watching wildlife
cameras.
cameras. Oh yeah,
That's Kel. That's exactly how we found the chicken channels.
yeah,
Where was oh gosh, I remember. I think it was in Ohio too.
yeah.
There was this wildlife camera one where they showed that they had two sets of cameras. One was the upper part where the bird feeders were at. And I know we're really off subject here on a racing show, but it doesn't matter. It's our show. We do what we want.
Yes.
And then on the bottom camera, you can see, like, during the daytime, you see birds, but at night, you see raccoons, skunks, rabbits. Anyways, that channel there is what then brought me to the brought me to the chicken channel that Joe did it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so my problem is, I don't get involved in the chats a lot. The only reason why I really got involved in the chat for Joe Did It was because we'd only been watching for 6 days.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, one of the hens, a hawk broke into the coop.
Yeah.
And one of the hens got attacked by a hawk.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all, because he had a little button that, or a command you could type to get his attention. Unfortunately, he was away in Florida at the time.
Yeah.
And they were actually on their way back due to the pandemic.
Yeah.
And really, he felt uneasy. They went down there wearing masks, and they were getting, pointed at, laughed at, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I watched the night cameras at night exactly.
Yeah.
And like Kim knows, I'm really into a lot. Obviously, anytime there's a launch coming up, whether it's now SpaceX or Bezos' dick-looking rocket.
2 balls.
Private. Anyways, or what's the other one? Who's the other guy? Virgin guy.
Oh, I can't remember.
Fuck, I can't remember his fucking name now.
I can't.
It just poof. Anyways, Branson. Richard Branson. SpaceX or even NASA. If they launch anything, and because I know we're getting close to the new version of those rockets about ready to start going up.
Yeah.
So I mean, like with SpaceX, I'll watch them just launch the damn the satellite rockets for their internet.
Yeah, yeah.
But and Kim can attest to this. When Kilauea blew up a few years ago, and all of a sudden there's live cameras for that.
Oh yeah.
Where they're all over the Lani Estates, different areas where the fissures were just popping off left and right. There was nights where I was up a good 36 hours.
Yes, yes.
Or longer.
Yes. Oh yes. And then there were nights that the phone would be running. The kids.
My phone would be like laying beside me.
Yeah.
With it on.
Yeah.
Just in case there was like a big eruption in the middle of the night, the freaking sound was up. So just if there was, I'd hear it and wake up real quick, see what the hell was going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah. But there's a lot of nights where nothing was going on, but you could hear the coqui frogs.
Yeah. Coqui.
Right. But anyways, yeah. So I love volcano stuff.
Yes, you do.
And that's because of Mount St. Helens. That one I blame on that one. But anyways, let's get back into a little bit more of some of this NASCAR news real quick. And that is Bimbo Bakeries to serve as sponsors of JTG Daughtry in 2022.
Okay.
And that's Bimbo Bakeries USA. Realtree will sponsor Tyler Reddick at Talladega for the Yellowwood 500.
Okay.
Clubhouse Media Group signs joint services agreement with Rick Ware Racing.
Nice. We were sure getting a lot of new sponsors for next year with the new car coming in.
Right. And Kyle Petty, Charity Ride Across America, announces mini ride for the fall of 2021.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to do a mini ride.
Now, that's the ride he does in honor of his son, right?
Right. Yes. Right. And then any money they raise from that, they put it back into the Victory Junction thing.
Yeah.
which is ran by the
Petty family. Yeah.
So,
and I can't remember what the Victory Junction does. It does something that deals with what his son was dealing with.
No, it's got nothing to do with his son.
Okay. But I know it's in honor of his son because his son died somehow.
His son died in a car crash.
Okay.
And his son was the one before. Was it before the senior?
No. Oh, before senior. Okay.
Yes.
So it was.
We had a brush of before Dale Earnhardt Senior. We had a brush of.
Yeah, because I know Hendrick's boy was in one of those, in one of them too. That I believe his was a helicopter crash, though.
Right. So real quick, let me just hit the about.
No, don't worry about it.
Just their inspiration. We'll hit that one if it's not too long to read. So obviously, yes, their inspiration was Adam Petty. 1999, a lanky, wide-smile teenager visited Camp Bogey Creek, a serious fun camp in Florida, with his dad, and knew it was his calling to bring a similar camp to the hills of North Carolina, where he grew up. The young man was up-and-coming race car driver Adam Petty, son of NASCAR driver Kyle Petty, grandson of racing legend and Hall of Famer Richard Petty, and great-grandson of NASCAR pioneer and Hall of Fame member Lee Petty. This fourth-generation driver was just starting his own racing career while still sleeping under his parents' roof. But Adam was wise behind his years. Passion drove him both on the track and a desire to help others. Between races, Adam was often found in pediatric hospitals, visiting children with challenging medical conditions. He also began saving money and developing the plans for the children's camp of his dreams. 1 year after his touching experience visiting children at Florida's Camp Bogey Creek, Adam Petty tragically lost his life in a racing incident at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He was only 18 years old.
Okay, so it was a camp then that I was thinking of. I knew it had something to deal with what his son was doing.
Right, let me just finish this up real quick. To honor Adam's memory, the Petty family gathered their strength and challenged themselves, their friends, and the NASCAR community to build this inspired dream. A place where children with serious illness would be able to experience the joys of childhood and forget about being sick for a while. Oh, I gotta take my glasses off. With land donated by Richard and Linda Petty, the Petty family spearheaded a capital campaign in 2002, and dollar by dollar received donations from corporations, individuals, and foundations to build what would become Victory Junction, a NASCAR-themed camp located in Randleman, North Carolina. Adam's legacy of love was realized when we opened our gates to our first campers in June of 2004.
Okay, I knew it was something that he was doing.
Right.
I just didn't know what had triggered it.
Right. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like else, she remembers that. Yeah, and it was, I mean, it is. That's why I like these shows, like the one we watch on Netflix, Drive to Survive, for about F1, because it's not all wrapped around the track.
Oh no.
You get to see these guys out of their element and doing stuff that they love. It's like listening to the Dale Jr. download now.
Oh,
You really get to hear a lot of his other passions.
Oh no!
That he's able, and some of the charities that he's even been in. But Victory Junction Camp. I mean, it was awesome. That's awesome, and it's still going on to this day.
Oh, good.
The camp's still open. I mean, obviously they had to close down for COVID. I mean, what didn't?
Everybody did.
Right? I mean, what didn't close down for COVID?
Exactly.
But, that's the problem about getting older and having kids. And one moment you're the big tough guy, you don't cry, and then all of a sudden I'm not crying, but shit like that. Fucking after having my kids, that stuff just really just tears the fucking heartstrings out.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, let's get into it.
All right.
Let's get into this lovely Traction Compound episode. Really? Okay. Come on, they don't sound good on audio. It's the facial reactions that really gets it good. So, speaking of which, if you're only listening to the audio version of this and you want to participate in the YouTube version. Join us on Tuesdays, 5 a.m. Eastern for the racing podcast, and then 7 p.m. Eastern for the normal week.
LOL, girl.
So, or the normal episodes. And the good thing is now the audio crowd will be caught up. So from here on out, audio downloads of the show will be the racing podcast will download midnight, 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Time.
It's Eastern Daylight now, but you
I know it's Eastern Daylight time. Eastern Daylight Time. So 5 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It'll download on most podcast apps and directories.
Yes.
And then the Wednesday night show. Oh my God.
Tuesday night show will then download
2 episodes one day, Scott. Remember this.
Yeah, we'll then download on
Fridays.
Which
was the original date for all new episodes.
Yes.
I'm not going to change the audio on that one.
No.
Because I think it still needs to be that date.
Yes.
So, but yeah, if you want to join us live in the chat, I mean, we got Kelly today. We had Tom earlier, but he had to go. He had to go get some rest. He just got off of nights or off his shift. So, and then in the evening when we do the evening podcast, we have a lot of people involved in that too.
Yes, we do.
And it kind of it helps sometimes dictate the show too.
Yes, it does.
A lot of times our chat don't try to derail us as much as we try to derail other groups.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is we always try to derail Dave and Jason, and we always try to derail Brady and Don. But Brady and Don are pretty hard not to derail.
Yeah, they are.
They're pretty good at
keep it on point.
Right.
Keep on target.
Right. Well, that's the thing. See, that's where I'm not good at because my brain is already mishmashy enough that I wouldn't keep on target.
TV is listening, but he's not awake enough.
Well, morning, DB.
Yeah, morning.
Make sure you get that third pot of coffee down you. You'll wake up. I did that once. Fucking made a pot of coffee in the morning. I was dead tired one morning, and this is a long time ago. This is back when I was early 20s and shit. And I literally drank one pot, drank a second pot, and drank a third pot.
Oh, wow. Now, was these like 8-cup pots? Or were they?
No, 12 cup.
12-cup pots?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'd find whatever fucking tall ass fucking mug we had, and I'd pour or whatever, yeah.
Okay.
And then I would take the fourth one with me to work in my thermos.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, I did that like twice, dude. I was so fucking wired. It wasn't funny. It made no doughs look fucking sad.
I bet it did.
But yeah, you do crazy shit when you're younger. But anyways, let's get into this PJ1 track bite, formerly known as VHT track bite, or simply VHT. I'm trying to think real quick. Can I come up with something off the wall with that? VHT?
I don't know.
No, I won't. I'll be honest. Anyway, simply VHT is a custom formulated synthetic resin, typically black in color, used in drag racing to either increase the traction of a car's tires or as a sealer for newly ground and or resurfaced racetracks. It stays sticky for weeks and years, I should say. Has fire retardant properties. Oh, we need to get Juan Pablo to test this.
Yeah, let's just make sure that there's a jet dryer there.
I had to. And it's hydrophobic. Hydrophobic. What the hell is hydrophobic?
I don't know.
Now I gotta look that up because I should have had that ready. Oh, okay. Tending to repel, or fail to mix with water. What? Oh, you remember that Juan Pablo incident? I think we all do.
I think so.
You remember? You know what's the funny part about it? I'll pump the brakes on this one. That's when Brad got in trouble.
Yeah.
You remember why?
I don't.
You remember why Keselowski got in trouble?
I don't.
Because he had his fucking cell phone in his spider suit,
right.
holding it out while they were red flag and started taking pictures of the fucking incident.
That's right. I do
Next
remember
fucking week,
that.
next fucking like 2 days later, NASCAR's like, no cell phones in the cars.
Yep, I remember that.
It's like, why? It wasn't like we was calling and somebody or texting.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, fuck. Anyways, so yes, so hydrophobic is tending to repel or fail to mix with water.
Yeah, we know it fails to mix with butter because it's like slicker than butter on bread when it gets wet.
Okay. When you were going slicker than, I thought you were actually going to say slicker than snot on a.
Yeah, slicker than snot on a.
Anyways.
Yeah.
You okay?
I just got a side ache.
Side ache? You pregnant?
I'm not going to say one way or the other because with the way
You've been drinking tequila?
No, I have not.
Then you're not pregnant. Did you get cramp?
Yeah, kind of like a side ache if you push in or run too bad.
All right, so back to PJ1.
Go ahead.
It is generally sprayed onto the track from either a 55-gallon or 208-liter drum or a 1-gallon 2.5 liter or 15-liter plastic jug. It has been used in professional racing since 1972.
Yes, it should be just kept on the damn drag strip.
Well, what I found was interesting though is you can actually find this shit. They fucking sell it at Amazon.
I know.
They don't sell a 55-gallon drum, but they do sell it at Amazon.
Yeah.
And it also can be sprayed from a specialized VHT spraying tanks. Track bite that the NHRA, which is the National Hot Rod Racing Association, uses commercially is a VHT track bite concentrate. It's yellowish in color.
Okay.
And per NHRA regulations is diluted with methanol for optimal effect. Track bite contains no petroleum distillates and is
biodegradable and dry.
Biodegradable when dry. So that means when it's not dry, it's not biodegradable.
No, and it should have been kept on the damn drag strips.
The compound originated as a high temperature coating made for NASA.
Oh, wow.
By the Spirix Corporation, VHT, a brand owned by Spirix, began operating for sale commercially. It was taken up by drag racers, and Spirix soon began producing formulations, right?
Yeah, formulations.
Especially made for the sport. Spirit was purchased in 1989 by the businessman P.J. Harvey and is now part of PJH Brands.
Hence PJ1.
Okay, yeah.
It still does not belong on a freaking racing track.
Okay, well, we're not there yet. Oval tracks also use track bite to provide extra traction in the corners of what would otherwise be a one-groove racetrack. Do you need to stand up and move away for a bit?
I think I might have to.
Okay, well, because I'm just doing a lot of reading here, so we really don't need you to get pissed off yet. Okay? Oh, look, everybody can see you bending. You gonna run this exercise class?
Sure. Not.
Just thought I'd ask. Anyways, its use was prohibited by NASCAR in 2010 to reduce the amount of chemicals used at its events.
It's not going away.
And that's funny because 6 years later we'd be using this shit. However, it was used at Bristol Motor Speedway in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Due to its frequent use in recent years at Bristol, track bite is often called Bristol bite. At Bristol, it is used on the bottom of the track in an attempt to restore racing in the bottom groove that has been lost with changes to the banking in 2007 and 2012. Bristol and Charlotte both have regular track bite treatment trucks for their drag strips to prepare their tracks for their regular NHRA regional events along with their national events. Bristol's concrete surface uses a treatment similarly to the launch pad of the drag strip, which is concrete. You okay?
I'm fine.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank
Middle age, Kim. Yep.
Oh,
Nope. Never mind. It's back. God damn. Oh, it is dotted up.
yeah.
Damn.
Mm,
All right. So you can bring up the other article real quick that I want to read.
okay.
I'm try to do this two different hands. This obviously it's gonna be. I got a phone here.
Yeah, exactly.
I can bring all this stuff up when I need to.
Yeah.
All right, this is an article from Race Review Online from May 2nd, 2021, this year.
Okay.
And in the article, it's written by Eric Smith. And this is how it starts off. How? Yeah, I didn't see sneezing there. Bless you, by the way. Good
you.
Lord.
Thank you.
Did you blow your brains out?
No.
All right, so I ask. This is what the article starts off with. How the PJ1 areas affected the race at Texas.
Thank you.
How the PJ1 areas affected the racing at Texas this past weekend. What the driver said and why IndyCar should be applauded. Fort Worth, Texas. Now that we've gone through both NTT IndyCar Series races at Texas Motor Speedway this weekend, the answer to the main question on how the races would look has been answered. Would the PJ1 areas affect both races again this weekend? The answer was unfortunately yes.
Yeah.
But after 212 laps of racing on Saturday and 248 laps on Sunday, it left me wondering what might have been if the PJ1 traction compound stain wasn't a factor. Now, the reason why it's a stain is because NASCAR hadn't been there yet. We hadn't added they hadn't added any more, so it's from the previous year.
Yeah.
Which is still effective because, as we found out just this last race weekend for NASCAR, we had residue left over from that that actually activated, which actually gave us some of the bite or things off the track or bites off the corners.
Yep.
But it wasn't newly applied for New Hampshire either.
No, it wasn't.
Anyways, what might have been the PJ1? So, IndyCar has to first be applauded. They did everything in their power to help the show. The series added more downforce this year in comparison to last, and Firestone brought a new tire for the competitors too. From my vantage point, both worked in terms of closing up the action. Drivers were getting runs on one another. It's just that they couldn't do anything with it, because if you veered high into the stained area above the bottom lane, you were going to be a passenger at that point.
Yeah, you were.
No one dared to go into the darker area of the track, because once you did, you'd crash, just as James Hinchcliffe, Will Power, and a few others.
Wow.
Here's Graham Rahal. He said, and I quote, "Yeah, it's just slippery. It's just slippery. We can't really touch it. Obviously didn't reapply it for the weekend. Doesn't really matter. It's an artificial grip, I guess, for the cup cars that they use to make it a little racier for them. It just didn't work for us." End quote. That was Graham Rahal.
Yeah.
Next up, we hear from I have no idea.
Who?
That's what I'm looking for. All right, well, I'll quote it and then we'll see how far it goes. And I quote, "Unfortunately, we are quote again, unfortunately, we're kind of dealt with that hand that we're dealt. We have to make it the most of it. I know IndyCar tried their best to do the tire dragging and everything else, but necessarily apply rubber, but peel that PJ1 off and get it out. As you can see, it is so dark, stains the surface so terribly. When you walk on it, you can feel it. It's like ice, roughly from Firestone numbers, 20 to 25% less grip the minute you would touch the dark stuff. I think it got better as guys accidentally ran half a group too high. It did get better, but still, it would take a lot of running, I think, to get that to really peel up. The positive of what we saw today was there was a lot of blipping, some more braking into turn one, downshifting, all that sort of stuff. If over time they don't apply that PJ1, they let it slowly wear off, I think this place can become a 2+ lane track again. Going to take a while to get there. Take people that are brave enough to try it, or try it by accident. Doesn't matter. Try to apply some rubber. It's tricky, man. It's not ideal for us. And that was from second place finisher Scott McLaughlin. So, yeah. Just from those guys right there, it just shows that if we're running PJ1, we should not be running PJ1 at dual tracks, where we run both Cup and NASCAR, or NASCAR and IndyCar, or any other series. That was part of the problem why they weren't gonna. There was two reasons why they didn't apply it at New Hampshire. One, because there was a modified race beforehand. That's why they didn't apply it before the Xfinity race. That's why the Xfinity cars weren't going to have it. He might do it.
That's what she said. You did have to put it out. You don't have to read this out loud. So I just.
Oh, yeah. Or you can just plug one in and turn that sucker on. But, they anywhere there's two or different racing series running on that track should never be used this shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to the original article we had. So for IndyCar, PJ1 causes various problems on the racetrack. As we had just heard from that article I read, the combination of lighter vehicles, harder tire compounds, and PJ1 mean less grip. And like I said, 20 to 25%. Yeah. That's a big percentage.
Yeah, it is.
Since the racing drivers avoid surfaces with PJ1 during the race, marbles from the tire wear collect there. This leads to a slippery lane in the IndyCar races of 2019, 2020, and 2021 in Fort Worth, Texas. This resulted in incidences attributed to PJ1. Here are the following tracks that have used PJ1 or are still using it. Bristol Motor Speedway.
Okay.
Been using it since 2016. Charlotte Motor Speedway since 2017. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They use it 2017, 18, 19, 20, but not 21. Michigan Speedway, which that's where we're going next, isn't it?
Is it?
I believe so.
It's Watkins Glen.
Oh, Watkins Glen. And then we just mentioned Texas Motor Speedway, which they first started using in 2019.
Uh-huh.
They did use it in Pocono once.
Okay.
But I don't think they actually applied it this year.
Okay.
And then Phoenix Raceway, they started using it this spring. Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yep. So PJ1, it's been around been used in place for racing since 1972.
Yes.
Mainly for drag racing.
Which is where it should stay.
I agree. We don't need it. I mean, NASCAR don't need it. If you can't, I mean, we know lifelong NASCAR fans know NASCAR always fucks the tracks up. Not NASCAR, the track owners do. They decided they want to change the banking. They want to put in, like Bristol case. They decided they want to put in the I call it stair step banking, progressive banking.
Progressive banking,
where it goes, you step up to different angles. That's where they lost the track.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where they lost the original Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, and then.
But the problem is, Kim, is you can't say that progressive banking don't work, because they did that same progressive banking in Homestead, and we got some great racing out of it.
I understand.
Now, the last year we ran Las Vegas before they changed that track with the same stuff, same way. We finally got a decent race.
Okay.
Because the pavement finally deteriorated enough. A lot of times with NASCAR is we can't have these newly paved surfaces.
No, we can't, because they don't know how to pave them.
Well, no, it's not that you don't know how to pave them. This is that when you got new asphalt, it is really sticky.
Yeah, I know.
Really grippy.
Really grippy. It is. Even when they repave a road, it's sticky and grippy.
Right. So, right, and that's on. You figure, so it's even worse with NASCAR.
Yeah.
Going at those speeds. So they got to figure out somehow to pave a track and weather it. How can you weather a track fast enough?
Sandpaper it.
That's the thing. That is what Atlanta's going to have to figure out. Because we just actually went from having a great race this year to now they're tearing up the track.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to reconfigure the track.
Yeah.
Again. Which you got to finally see. You finally got to see the original Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yes, I did.
You got to see it earlier last night. After I got it from my 36 hour, that's the funny part. I never even thought about why I was up for 36 fucking hours.
No, you didn't.
Oh, well. Yeah, I guess I'll wait for that till the night.
Yeah, so
it's got some shit to do with fucking storms.
Yeah.
Which, luckily for us, did not hit us.
No.
Not like they did Flagstaff, Phoenix, and Tucson.
Yeah.
Damn, they got hit. And they got hit hard.
On, yeah.
Anyways, would you like to add anything about PJ1?
I understand that it's for a new track and it's supposedly supposed to make racing good, but if you're going to dual use a track, keep the shit away from it.
But here's the thing, Kim. Doesn't really create a great race.
No, it creates a nose to tail race.
Right, because what do? They go up in that PJ1, and then that's where they stay all race long.
Yeah.
And then the guy wants to try pass on the bottom and can't make the pass because he gets all loose.
Yeah. Because they're so damn used to being in that PJ1 with the grip that they go out of that damn PJ1 and it's like taking a roller coaster and literally putting it off the rails.
I don't know with roller coaster.
Well, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It should not be used, especially for a dual use track. It should stay on the freaking strip for drag racing. I can understand for drag racing because those suckers take off at high speeds from the get-go.
You know what? You know where they ought to put PJ1?
Where?
A stripper's pole.
Yeah, the stripper would slide right down it.
No, she wouldn't. She gets stuck to it.
That's true.
Anyways. Anything else?
It's bullshit that they use it.
Bullshit.
They do not need it. It has been proven they do not need it, and they should not use it.
So, no, I agree. We don't need it. To use what I thought was funny in the article is the fact that NASCAR in 2010 prohibited from being used. Yeah. And then literally 6 years later, we were using it for the first time.
Yeah, which is bullcrap. If you're not going to have anybody use it the 6 years before, then don't reintroduce the damn stuff.
Well, here, if you're trying to make race, then fine. Fucking bring in traction control.
Exactly.
Bring in traction control. They bring in traction, some type of fucking automated traction control system. You won't have to worry about it.
Or take something and weather the track, even though you can't take sandpaper to it.
Well, that's only on a brand new service. Well, that's not what they're using. They're not. The thing is, they're not using this shit on brand new services. No, they're using it on older services,
which are more or less basically already to the point to where they're weathered and there is traction as long as they let the drivers lay the rubber down like they're supposed to, instead of putting that damn stupid unnecessary PJ1. Because the rubber does the same damn thing as PJ1 if they'll let the drivers do their job.
What kind of rubber are we talking about?
Talking about tire rubber.
That's the right ask.
Yes.
I thought maybe you were trying to protect the track or something.
No. Because the more tire rubber that's laid down on any racing surface, the better the traction. Yes, it
takes time.
It does. But they have a fucking 500-mile race. Within the first 2 stages, that damn rubber's going to be down anyway.
Right. The thing is they say NASCAR fans ask for this shit. And yes, most of your casual fans, we want racing. We want side-by-side racing.
The casual fans can just go suck it up, Buttercup, and just wait till the track comes in, being rubbered up by tire rubber, and you will get a good race. Don't sit there and put the fucking PJ1 down there and make a nose-to-tail race, which is boring as hell.
Okay. Dan, should I ask you your thoughts on restrictor plate?
Those are unnecessary too. Because
well, yeah, I mean, to a point they are.
Yeah, to a point, because if you are using,
why I brought that one up.
If you're not using the right damn horsepower, which NASCAR can't figure out what the goddamn horsepower is going to be, if it's going to be 550 or 750, which that makes another worse race, because you got some trucks that are running the 750.
It's fucking simple. You use a 750 package, 750 horsepower package with low downforce.
Exactly. Do not sit there and go, oh, well, this truck we're only going to use 550 horsepower.
The thing is, dear, what they think is they think all fans want fucking Daytona and Talladega at every race.
No, I don't think so.
I hate pack racing.
I do too.
I mean, God, that's usually where we almost get people. That's where we get people almost killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not with it. But as far as PJ1 goes, yes, it should not be used. We don't need it. It's definitely on dual use facilities where you got NASCAR, IndyCar, or even like the Wheel and Modified series. Wheel and Modifieds, I believe, run on Hoosier tires.
They do. The Wheel and Modifieds do run on Hoosier.
IndyCar obviously runs on Firestone, and NASCAR runs on Goodyear.
Yeah, ARCA runs on Hoosier.
Does ARCA run Hoosier?
ARCA run Hoosiers too.
Oh, okay. So.
And a lot of the tracks are used for ARCA races.
Yeah, ARCA's usually part of the same weekend as a lot of cup races.
Yeah.
So, yeah, God, do you believe this? This might be a short episode, dear.
It's just so bullshit.
Okay, she's going to go on, so we're not going to be short.
No, it's just so bullshit because people want racing. Anyway, personally, I want to see good racing. I don't want to see this fucking nose to tail shit where nobody wants to be froggy and jump. Because they're afraid that when they jump, they're going to go like this, like a roller coaster.
Right. So, and it's the same thing with the stupid restrict plates.
Yeah.
It bunches the whole field up, but what happens, what happens in every stage?
They still end up nose to tail.
And all this shit happened also before we went to stage racing.
Yeah.
Before we would spend, 200 laps.
200 laps.
So roughly 175 laps would be fucking nose to tail.
Yeah.
Okay, so now.
Boring as hell race.
So now we do that for 3 stages, except for when they get ready to get to the stage end, and they finally want to race a little bit to get some points. But then, again, I also, this is what, when I watched the Tour de France, it just made me think of this a little bit more often. We've been talking about how can we speed up these fucking NASCAR races?
Yeah.
Besides, lowering the fucking lap count.
That's the one thing that definitely needs to be lowered is that damn lap count.
But why do we need a yellow flag after every end of the stage?
Exactly.
Is NASCAR that dumb they can't freaking score the points without throwing a yellow flag?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because here's my thing. When I was watching the Tour de France, you had when you had the little hill climbs, the top so many went across the freaking line, they got the points.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody stop. We gotta wait for everybody to catch up, then we'll restart. Yeah. They didn't do that, they kept going.
Well, yeah.
They got in the sprint zones too. Same thing. First one across got first place points, so on and so forth.
Yeah. And the thing is,
we never stopped the fucking race.
No. And the thing is if they're thinking these drivers are needing 3 extra pit stops because of stage endings, they don't need 3 extra pit stops. Well, there is enough yellows in that fucking race because it's so fucking long that they can do their pit stops when needed.
I don't know about you, but I love green flag pit stops.
Oh, I do too.
Because that puts more pressure on the crews than the fucking yellow flag ones.
Yes, it does.
You okay?
Oh, it's working.
Okay. Kelly's idea is working.
It is.
Okay. Anyways, so obviously we know we came into this. We all came into this knowing what Kim's opinion was of PJ1. We knew that she was not a fan of it.
No.
I don't need to go off. I mean, I'll just let her do all my going off because.
Just like I'm not a fan of restrictor plates, and just like I'm not a fan of nose tail racing.
Well, the only reason why we got fucking restricted plates is because Bill Elliott did like 212 fucking miles an hour around Daytona.
Yeah.
And NASCAR about shit the pants.
I know.
Back in the 80s.
I know, but the restrictor plates
I mean, I understand.
are stupid.
Right, I know. If you let me finish.
Sorry.
It was brought in to slow the cars down. It wasn't brought in to make this fucking pack racing.
No.
But it did. Unfortunately, it did. And then NASCAR would break, then they tried a few things years later, and then they had that tandem racing. Where two cars would touch, go together. And again, it sort of worked a little bit, but again, it didn't. And now we're back to the pack racing where, one guy gets out of line and you got 40 fucking cars bearing down on top of one guy.
Yeah. And so with that one guy getting out of line, here comes everybody. Boom, 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 and just a fucking train reaction.
Well, yeah, it's a train reaction? The fuck's a train reaction?
I meant chain reaction.
Jesus, Christopher. You're changing words. Are you sure you're from America?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I'm starting to wonder.
It's stupid. It is stupid. It's ridiculous.
All right.
There should not be any pack racing, and there definitely should not be any PJ1 on any track, period. Exclamation point. Hi, you're putting donkey on me. Love the donkey.
Well, that's actually a sticker mule.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of which, want to hand out since we're done with PJ1, and it's not going to be a long episode.
No.
So this is an interesting little notebook right here, and I'm just gonna. I'll tell you one thing. You know, the one thing that sucks.
What?
Is in this digital age, right?
Uh-huh.
Where we use computers, we don't own a printer.
No, we don't.
Right. So when you promise people that they're going to get stickers that are still wrapped up,
that
haven't been sent out yet,
and
then because you want to write them all a letter, and then you start writing that fucking letter,
yeah, you do it,
and all of a sudden your hand goes, like what? It starts cramping on you.
Oh yeah.
You haven't written piece of paper in forever.
Exactly.
And holding a fucking pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be it. These letters are gonna take me forever to write.
No, because you can. If you do a rough draft, I can help you.
Well, it won't be a rough draft.
Well, then I'll just copy what you wrote. I just can't. Mine's gonna all be print because I can't do cursive and have people read it. Because my cursive is chicken scratch, and they'll be going, "What the hell is she saying?"
Hand me that back. Listen. Okay, we both gotta do it cursive. Okay. I don't know how well it's gonna show up because it's all white versus white. It might be one of those things where I have to shut the fucking computer screen off or something. All right, turn the page, right? All right, so am I right? My name first. Okay, that way we know. This is Scott's section, okay?
You're gonna be able to read mine.
All right, so here we go. Let me move everything so you don't make a bunch of noise. Okay. Move your phone.
Move the iPad.
Move the iPad. And like I said, we might have to actually kill the frigging the computer monitor, which is a good thing we got this up on a. So this is how be interesting. Ooh, sticker delivery. Kelly just got sticker delivery.
Nice.
Abused. This is so riveting for the friggin' audio audience. So literally what we're doing is we're both handwriting the same message. And then we're going to show it up to the camera. and everything's at least a little, but the video audience will be able to see the difference. So the top one's my handwriting, and Kim, I don't know what you're talking about. You got good handwriting.
Not really.
Not really sure. There we go. Camera don't want to fucking focus. Anyways,
Yeah.
so well, that showed up. Now we're using computers, the monitor or the. Yeah, it looks like it showed up really good. So yeah, I don't know. I think we both got good handwriting.
You got better handwriting than I do.
Okay, whatever. So next week we'll be talking about the
Hungaroring.
Hungarian Grand Prix.
At the Hungaroring.
At the Hungaroring, yes. NASCAR will not be back for another week.
Nope, because of the Olympics.
The Olympics are taking place.
Yep. By the way, I know you left a review for the Cantina, do you?
Yeah. Very years ago.
Yeah.
Shoot. F1, what do I want? Racing.
Yes, racing. And then they're going to Watkins Glen when they come back.
Racing. Upcoming, yeah. Yep, Hungary. The Formula One Rolex. Sure. Magava. Sure. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their fucking. Oh, okay. I'm not going to bust NASCAR's balls ever again. Anyway, so qualifying starts on July 30th. Or practice 1 starts, so normal weekend. Practice 1, July 30th, which will be 2:30 a.m. our time.
Okay.
Oh, look at it. Normal time for a podcast.
Yeah.
July 30th, practice 2. Obviously, we hold practice 1 and 2. We'll start at 6 a.m. our time.
Yes.
Then on Saturday, July 31st, we'll have practice 3 at 3 a.m. Qualifying will be at 6 a.m. And then on August 1st, the race will be on 6 a.m.
All right.
For us.
All right.
Obviously, track time, it would be 3 o'clock there in Hungary.
Okay.
Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm trying to get these handwritten notes out. My hand cramped like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so I apologize. I really, really do want to get these stickers out to everybody because of the fact that we promised them a guy when I was gone.
Yeah, we did, and we still haven't got them out to him.
Well, I think we meant to buy. I really wanted to get a fucking printer. So then I could.
Yeah, we could just type them, but.
Type out the main part of the story of it and then, leave. Type out the main part and then just, handwrite everything else, like the names of people and then sign them ourselves,
Yeah.
But, so, yeah, I'll write it, but obviously it's going to be, I think I'm writing it as we.
Okay.
I don't think I'm writing it as I.
Okay. So.
I'm writing it as we so that way you can double check it, make sure it works for you. If it don't, then you can, we can take, as a draft, we can take it out and then I can rewrite it,
Okay. Well, I think I read it and I liked what you put.
Okay. But yeah, so we'll get these done and start getting them out.
Yes.
If we get them out, the earliest, the earliest they'll get it out will be Friday.
Yes.
I'll be able to drop them in the mail, so hopefully I can at least get the first one out in the mail.
Yes.
That's the plan. Get this first one written and then go.
Okay, and I'll.
Luckily, I only have 3 to write.
Well, I'll write one.
Not you're fine.
So.
You work and stuff, so I mean, the podcast has always been supposed to be my baby, or supposed to be my what?
Okay, so 1 to Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy.
Right.
1 to Dawn.
1 to Brady.
1 to Brady. What about 1 to Hannah and them?
They just became patrons.
They're a Patreon
supporter. The kids were gonna get one regardless.
Okay.
I was just gonna send them a sticker each.
Okay.
1 for Hannah, 1 for Mikey, 1 for Case, and 1 for Brentley. Then no, we got 50 fucking stickers. It don't matter.
I thought, oh yeah.
We're gonna get 5 each to our other patrons.
Yeah, I know we were.
Okay.
Okay.
You cool?
I'm cool with it.
So what we doing later this evening, Kimberly?
We are going to...
I gotta find a damn banner. Where is it? It's up here somewhere. It's right there.
Right there.
Episode 113 tonight.
Yes, episode 113, and we'll be reviewing the 1982 movie with Kenny Rogers called Six Pack.
Right. And we just refreshed ourselves with it just literally probably about 4 or 5 hours ago.
Yes.
But yeah. And it's amazing how quickly it's been a while since you see a movie and it comes back to you.
Oh, yeah.
As you're watching it.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah. I remember that part now.
Uh-huh.
And, gosh, I don't even have a clue what we're going to do next week, do we?
No, we don't.
No, we have no idea what we're doing next week yet.
We'll
Not a clue.
But
I need to go back. I need to watch the 30th anniversary of the Sidebar Cantina's 30th anniversary episode of T2.
Oh, yeah, Terminator 2, yep.
That movie's fucking badass.
Oh, I know. I like T2.
You could be mine.
I know that's a song, but don't ask me right now what the group is because
really
it will not come to me.
Matt Sorum, Izzy Stradlin, Duff McKagan, / Axl Rose.
Guns N' Roses.
Good Lord.
Hey, my brain is on overload.
That fucking music video is still fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Mainly because at the end of the goddamn thing it says Terminator is under the Terminator thing. It says waste of ammo.
Yes, I know.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
After looking at every fucking band member. Kid needs to sleep.
Yeah, I do actually.
You need sleep.
I need a little bit.
All right, well then close your eyes right quick and then that'll be here a little bit. No, I don't know. I don't know. What do we want? We'll discuss it offline.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody. Oh, hey. By the way, I'm gonna put this out there. Kel, just so you know, I won't. It'll be today. Probably won't be today, but sometime this week you'll probably get a thing from Facebook saying that I added you as like an editor type thing, so that way you're able to add all the Sidebar Cantina shit to use and abuse in case there's any. I don't know. It's weird because like on Sidebar stuff, I can see our stuff in order, but every time she sends even when DB sends some stuff, it puts it in another bracket for me. It's like, okay, is this because I'm the administrator?
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like I almost want to create another Facebook page just so I can subscribe to our own fucking page.
Yeah.
And see what it looks like. But anyways, I'm gonna double check into that, and if anything, I'm gonna send you an editor. Why the hell not? I'll let you put all the copy memes up. Kim loves copy, so
I do. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Of course. Anytime. But I know what I was gonna talk about. So I know we forgot to talk about it. We'll bring it up again tonight, but I want to talk about with Kel right here on the deal. This was out this weekend.
Yes.
The one I think it was the one that she said was gonna be the hardest one, right?
Okay.
Oh God, I can't remember. Anyways, the Robin Hood versus Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Now here's the ironic part. You chose what?
I chose Robin Hood.
Okay. You've seen Silence of the Lambs, right?
I have.
Okay. I chose Robin Hood. That's because I'd never seen Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
So for me, it was going to be Robin Hood. I mean, believe me, when it first came out, I was like, oh God, really? Costner as Robin Hood?
I know.
I wasn't real thrilled about it. But when I saw the movie, God, man, it was really put together well.
Yeah, it was.
It was a really good freaking flick.
Yeah. I chose Robin Hood too.
Yeah. Well, so just give a sidebar or a little behind the scenes thing. When I said I was leaving, I shut my phone down from the chat. And so, but I still had the show up on the TV with the live, because you can do a live chat on there where it shows up on the side. And so I was still seeing the live chat when they got to that, because I was wanting to go through this and that stuff. And then when, they got to the Robin Hood one, and like, they're like, I don't know, it can't be none of our fans are picking Robin Hood. It's like, Okay.
Yeah.
I only chose it because I can't choose the other because I've never seen the other one.
And I chose Robin Hood too.
My hardest one. Now, see, for me, my hardest one was Boys in the Hood versus New Jack City.
See, in that one, I'd never seen neither one of them.
Right. So, but for me, those were my hardest ones because I love both of those movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like putting like, shit. White Men Can't Jump up against Friday.
Uh-huh.
I don't think they came out in the same year or same area, but put those two. I love White Man Can Jump, but I also love Friday.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you know, those ones are hard for me.
Yeah.
You know, or be like, you know, okay, or here's an idea, Kelly, or put Nirvana versus Alice in Chains. I wouldn't be able to choose.
I would, only because I've only heard a little bit of Nirvana.
I bet you've heard Alice in Chains, you just don't realize it.
I probably have, but
I bet you've heard Stone Temple Pilots.
I know I've heard Stone Temple Pilots.
I guarantee you've heard and you know songs by Alice in Chains. I guarantee it.
Probably. Because...
No, seriously, I guarantee you do. Ooh, that would be hard. But you know, I mean, but that's the thing is like, I think that's like, and I apologize for not doing any more of those types of things on our page.
Uh-huh.
Mainly just because I try to figure out like, you know, like how would I do it?
Uh-huh.
You know, and Kelly's got this shit down.
Yeah, she does.
That was like the one thing, you know, you get done with Friday night, you know, and you're, you know, and obviously we know there's a 3-hour difference between us and you guys, that it's like, oh, I can't wait to see what this and that is this weekend. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. And then when it's there, it's like, yes. And it's like, okay, make all my picks. And it's like, damn, it's over. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
This thing gotta be longer.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she said. Anyways, we will definitely be back tonight.
Yes, we
7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, we will.
Right here on this YouTube channel.
Yes.
YouTube.
YouTube.
And we will be discussing those good old, that good old six-pack movie.
Yes, from 1992.
1982. Why are you stuck in 1992?
Let me.
Because in your high school years?
92, I was a sophomore. I never graduated till 94.
Right. 92 was part of your high school years. Right?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Case closed.
Okay, case closed.
No, why are you stuck on 92?
I don't have a clue.
What happened to you in 92? I mean, there's something that happened to you in 92.
No.
No?
No.
Yes, we will definitely have a great rest. Kelly, you have a great day. DB, you have a great day at work. And we know Tom is getting rest too, so he can have a great rest. And then, well, we'll see everybody tonight.
Yes,
when
we
we
will.
do talk about six-pack and that good old man himself, Kenny Rogers.
The year 1982.
1982. Yes, it's right there on the screen, Kim.
That's where I looked at it.
Oh, wow. I didn't even change that. It says next Tuesday. That's that's tonight, guys. Just so you know, that was a fucking mistake made by me for not changing that. My bad. Where is it? It's on top, isn't it?
Yeah. Ouch.
Ouch. What did you do? No, I don't believe I made this mistake. Oh, well. Oh, shit. I don't have a keyboard in front of me. Screw it.
No, keep it.
All right. I love. Okay, yeah, but we should just say fuck it and go and just get off this. Just put tonight. Capital T.
I will.
Here, I got the ship key. There we go. Together. All right. Looks good to me.
Okay.
There we go. Now we got it fixed. I'm so asinine about this shit. Anyways, until later tonight, as I grab the keyboard and now put it between the mixer and
The Xbox One.
Xbox One. Remind me tonight, Kim, or anybody in the chat, remind me tonight to talk about the new DLC download for Train Simulator. Train Sim 2.
Oh.
Train Sim World 2. That last DLC we just bought.
Yeah.
I want to bring that one up. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
On our before we get into the main topic.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So remember that, Kim.
I will.
If Kim don't remember, please somebody else remember.
I will. I'll remember.
All right, guys. Until later this evening, I'm Scott again.
I'm Kim.
And we are Used and Abused. And until later tonight. Peace.
Peace.
But I can't run the damn room. Nobody, I can't. Let's see. All right. Left hand this sucker. I'm actually going to try to left hand my goddamn deal here. Here we go. Right? I got it. Which button is it? It's that one, right? Right click? No, left click.
Left click, yeah.
This is so backwards. Good night, guys. Or good. Have a great day, guys. On good night. Good Lord.
See you later this evening.
Have a great day. Kelly and DB, have a great day. And we'll see you tonight. We're going to go get some rest. Obviously, we need it.
Yeah.
My ear, how come my bunny ears are off?